Welcome back, everyone. We are now on episode. Someone please fill in the blank.
Six, I think.
It's 6, yeah.
Episode 6. What a journey it's been getting to episode 6. Here's the thing. We have a solemn moment to discuss today. Last week there was a great episode, one of our best, the Twitter draft poll. And the people spoke. I feel like I'm on November 6th all over again. But I'll pull up the results of the tweet draft. I'm
gonna say it. I'm feeling more like a January 6th. The people are wrong sometimes, man.
Oh my god, dude. It is not looking good, man.
Okay, yeah. So do we have the result up?
Here's the result on the right for a spoiler, but if you want to look at all the graphics again, this was mine. This was Bunket's. Here was Teddy's.
Wait, do you have it on screen share? I don't see it.
Yeah,
I see it.
sharing.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then here's Ryan. Clearly, there was some sort of collusion going on or something was going on. I don't know, but the people spoke and they said Ryan's was the best. Here's the rundown. What makes me real upset is I get all these comments. I get all these people say, "Oh, why is Ryan on the podcast? I don't like Ryan." Yeah, and then you all go and vote for him, huh? So what's the deal? You're being so fake in public, but behind the scenes, y'all love him. I'm sick of it.
Ryan only talks about rivals.
Man.
Oh man.
Well, now we know.
Well, I think I had the 3 moments, like the 3 tweets on there that kind of encapsulated more than just the tweet itself. Like the Verm tweets, the speaker tweet, and the Wisconsin tweet. Those are all like part of something larger than just the tweet, And so I feel like, and that's what I was going for. And like Mario commented, like Lore Master Ryan, which like that's what I was going for. I was going for the lore tweets. I think people enjoyed that.
I'll be so real with you. I'm shocked that the viewer base thought that critically about your tweet picks.
I just I got an eye for it. I just see it differently.
Well, I would have cleared if you could hear the key to the city tweet.
I do think that was it being just a picture is a nerf.
Is heavily nerfed, man. I would have cleared if that had audio.
If you guys linked it to me,
Gates of Hell wasn't deleted. I would have won.
Oh, this one.
That's also another one. Yeah.
That's why I didn't pick it, because I was worried people would like not like it as much because it was deleted. But it's probably the best Smash tweet.
Well,
Wisconsin Smash tweet.
I received a DM saying, "We really love your work on the podcast, Mazen, and you are our favorite member." From 20 or 30 people. And they said that they don't want me to win everything, so they just did a random number generator and they picked a person off.
Dude, that's crazy. I got a DM from 21 to 31 people, and they said the exact same thing about me.
Oh, that's weird. That's really strange.
That's crazy, yeah.
But anyways, we can move on from this. It's just going to be a hard 4 years. But
you can move on from this. I'll never move on.
Oh God. Anyways, welcome back. Run it back. We are a local recapping podcast. So here's the first local. West Town Brawl number 132. And normally, I will say normally, Teddy goes on these runs and then he talks about the whole West Town Brawl because he got all the way to top 8. You know who got to top 8 this time? You know who got there this time? We got Ankit.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about your run.
Those 21 to 31 DMs came in, give me strength.
Do your best Teddy impression when you talk about the sets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like,
shut the fuck up.
Like my round 1 was like really hard, but he's a really good player, and I don't know. Let's see. Who was my round one? Um, okay. Unironically, what Teddy would have said in this exact position is probably what I'll say because I've lost the shrimp a good amount of times.
Why do you play?
I think it's
Does he
what?
play FGCs against you?
Yeah, we always do the like Shadow Ditto. Yeah, it's fun. I like playing against shrimp. Um, Played Ryu, obviously. I think his controller might have been having some issues, so like low-key I got lucky because he just updated his like Pro GCC, and I haven't updated mine in like months. But I think like the newest update is like kind of cooked or something. Like broke couldn't shield or something. So that made it a little easier, I guess. Wasn't too crazy of a set, but good set regardless. Next one was D Money. This is fun, dude, because he kind of cooked me game one, and it was like bad. So I was like, okay, whatever. We're like, it's your average West Ham brawl. You go there, you lose the D Money invention, and you call it right. So I was like, whatever, not too mad about it. But I mean, I was still like trying to pay attention um to like why I was getting cooked, and um I feel like I was waiting for a lot of the like instant options, and like by game two I started like microspacing as like side B and stuff. And game two was like super competitive. I think I won it like last stock at like 120% or something. And he was also at like 120%. So that's like super kill percent for both characters. Um and game three, I feel like it was the type of thing where he was like, oh, it's more about not it wasn't about I want to win, but it was more about I can't lose to this like shitter. So then it became like you could see like he was getting nervous. I would just have to like walk a little bit back, and then his side B would like just barely miss me, and I'd like hit him for like 50 or kill him or something for it. So I mean, it's part of the game. I guess I just managed to take advantage of it. It was a good set though. I know he put me on his like most hated to play list, so I mean, I will take it as a compliment.
We'll get to
But I
that in a
mean,
second, by the way, that I think
yeah.
many PR players put us on their hate to list, which is funny, but continue.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so I guess he doesn't really like the Ken matchup too much. I think it's like relatively even. I had a good time. He still got like 17 sets on me, so don't worry too much about it there. Yeah, then Chico's a good set. It was like reasonably close, but I think it was game two. I got snoozed as he was falling off stage, so I was like mashing like my controller super hard, and I woke up, and just as I woke up, he uncharged F smashed me, and I died from like center stage at like 60. And that was honestly it. Hero kind of like a matchup I need to practice. I used to play against Hero by not looking at the menu, and that like low key worked because they would think I was looking at the menu, so my options would be really weird. But I feel like it's probably smarter to look at the menu.
Before we get to the
Uh-huh.
losers bracket, we got to talk about some quick upsets. We got UW Madison resident triple upsetting Black Tiger. This guy is a monster, by the way. I don't. He's one of the best players I've ever seen who doesn't really compete. So, shout out to him.
And a freshman only, so you're gonna be seeing a lot more of him, I think.
Leon LC upsetting Verminator because he's just the goat.
There are a lot of upsets this
And
one.
then coming close to beating Vencho again.
Finally, Vencho underseeded.
Vanquishes his demons.
Vanquishes his demons. Thank you. That's what I was gonna say.
We also got
Ace
Ace
over Energy.
over Energy. Yep, really impressive.
Yeah, he told me that was a close set.
I feel like every set against Energy is a close set. Anyways, now we go to Teddy, who upset Black Tiger, which was you guys said was a really good set to watch.
That was
Really
an
fun
insane
set. Really fun set.
That would have been like, yeah, that was probably one of my favorite sets to watch. Bro's grab
That was
game was
awesome.
on point, no glaze.
I really liked how I was playing with grenades in that set. I feel like I was really moving with using grenades as like more than just throw it back. Like I'd throw it down and it would cover jump.
Pause.
I would do a bunch of stuff. Oh my god.
For this set, honestly, it was such a banger. We can basically just focus on the ending where Teddy was up like pretty much the whole game.
Mhm.
and then 4 Ken hits, and then Teddy goes for a hype up smash and then dies.
I do die for it immediately.
Play the clip. Play the clip.
Uber Gronk, if I'll send you the clip.
Oh,
Yeah,
Throw it
I'll
in there.
send the clip. Yeah. I literally the one thing that went through my head is like, oh my god, if I hit this, I'm getting back on Yeet Smash.
and,
that was
and
the
then
one thing.
and then there was the clip that Ankit hit on you, game 2.
Yeah, and that did numbers.
That
Oh
did
my
numbers.
god,
Numbers, bro.
Yeah.
I can't believe
I had dudes
it.
from France and Japan retweeting that shit. That was crazy.
I saw the all Japanese retweets. That
The
was
the,
great.
the like quote retweets are like funny because like when you translate it, it just sounds so like earnest.
Yeah.
It's like
Um,
the Sky Hadoken was too genius. It's so good.
Okay. We got Untitled over Phantom Tax.
Yep.
Waffle Mage over Eric Yon. Waffle Mage over
Then Ninja Blue's
Energy.
bracket really got
Extremely. This was
spoiled.
the Waffle Mage in a cast day one.
Oh
bracket.
yeah, this was okay. The Waffle Mage who was the flu game, but instead of flu, it's a broken rib game.
Yeah,
rib
Jordan
game.
broken rib game greater than Jordan flu game.
Anyways, then you played Verminator for the run back from
Again, a really close set. It was like the exact same thing that happened in the Teddy set. I won game 1 pretty like reasonably. Game 2 he kind of won that pretty reasonably, and then game 3 I was down a full stock and then won it.
Has he beaten you in a while? How long has it been?
Not in a while, but he has beaten me before. Yes, like I think like once. But I don't know. Let me check my
That
Smash.
B2L.
Was it B12?
It wasn't a
When
B12,
was it?
yeah. It was when you went like
Oh, I remember
0-3 in
that
a
one.
pool or something.
Yeah,
losing
I
to, like,
remember that.
Verm, PR, and like another PR.
Yeah, I think it was Kilogram, Galleon, and Worm.
Yeah. That was Ryan's pool, by the way. Like he made that. Okay, then you lost to Vencho. We can move on.
Yeah.
Dark
Hey,
Matter.
Vencho's been giving me some good advice on that matchup, so it's been getting better.
I think this is slightly out of date. This is the one from 2 weeks ago. I think it was 15 was the one that just happened.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Because that was when RBGT brought his friend Gurf.
You should place the 15.
Oh yeah, this is from January.
I found
Yeah.
it.
Oops.
This is from February 4th. So
Yeah, that's the one where I got the clip on Asa. This is 16, I guess. Then.
16.
Yeah, I can send it.
Final bracket for real. You go to
This is it?
That's
Okay,
it.
I got it.
yeah, final bracket for real. Yeah.
All right.
Happened.
I have no idea, but this is the actual
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Some notable ones.
So
This
I
is
think-
just the start of the Eric Though 3-peat, right?
Yes.
That's
yes.
the end of it, right?
This was Eric though 2 because he did West Town Brawl. Which
He
we
did
saw-
B12.
He did. Oh no,
He did
yeah, it's
B12.
the end. Yeah, it was B2L,
Right.
West Town Brawl, and then Dark Matter, Triple Crown. The
Yeah.
Madison, which is insane performance by him. Like really, really consistent with solo war. Beating Vencho consistently with solo warrior was. I don't understand how
Yeah.
you can do that.
I love
Any,
watching
any
this
shout outs from this? Would it just be Felix?
Yeah, I think
Felix
Felix making
over
a,
Amargos, yeah.
Morgos making a good run to top 8.
EJ over Untitled too.
Yeah, EJ over Untitled as well. Those are
Sick.
big. Those are both pretty sick. And then I want to shout out Oat for going Rob and winning a game against D Money, which is very cool. He's Rob. I think it makes sense for him. He loves to charge characters, and I think that he can get away with that with Gyro.
Mhm.
This is an interesting bracket. This is Save Room. Verminator.
Start
Started the Skyward
Start
Hero.
the Skyward Hero arc, yeah.
I guess
It's not such a
was,
hot take anymore, but I've been saying this. I think Skyward Hero will be #1 like in a year.
Yeah, I mean, he low key already was like a top 3 player for a long time. He just didn't go to anything.
Well, I mean, he has had like a big improvement arc.
I
I
agree.
think that his
Yeah.
improvement's been absolutely insane. Because ever since he won King B2, he has not lost a single tournament.
Oh man,
That is
Yeah,
crazy. And he hasn't lost a set, right?
I do think he lost a set at. Well, we'll see when we get to Crosse Up later in the episode. But I think he may have lost a set there.
no, he didn't drop a set there.
He didn't
No,
drop a set there?
he was through winners. Yeah.
It was through winners.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Then I guess he hasn't dropped a set either.
And
Well,
he
what
was
other tournaments have he been to?
He almost. What has he been to?
Is-
It was
Is it like
King
the
Me
save
2,
room?
King Me 2, Save Room, Crosse Up. He's won everything through winners.
yeah, he almost had a no hitter here, except Baskin took
Yeah,
a game.
only lost
Grands.
one game to Baskin and Grands, which is very, very, very
Damn.
impressive.
Stigmatism 3 over Galleon. Two. And then I guess Skyward here kind of just cleaned it up. I guess Verm had a big run though.
Yeah, Verm beating Pack Smash and almost. I think that this set here he lost to Galleon, but it was much closer. I think did he beat Galleon at Crosse Up? Well, I mean, again,
No,
we'll
game
get-
5.
No,
it was
Game 5.
yeah.
Game 5. I remember. Yeah, that's right.
Anything else crazy
Maybe
from this
Quag
one?
and Pack Smash. Solid. No, I feel like that's
Shout out
mostly-
9,000 hippos. Shout out 9,000 hippos. She's great. Sam is definitely probably on the come up. Probably the best peach in the state, although Just a Bagel is also very very good out of Milwaukee.
They play super different. It's like insane how different they play.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I have never played with Just a Bagel, but I got to run some friendlies with Sam at the Scoop, and
It's
she
like-
popped off at that bracket.
D Money versus Quag type thing.
Really? Wow. Okay. Super
Alright.
interesting.
Up next, we got Nuck changing his tag to Troy. What up, Troy?
Mhm.
Michael Bay getting a 3-0 over Sophist is crazy.
Insane glow up in that matchup, because I know that Sophist usually wins in Cheek, and he had to switch off in losers to be able to win the run back. He went to his Ridley secondary.
-1 beating Genderfoot.
Oh shit! So
Shout out.
he just locked in, I guess. Okay,
Locked
I thought
in,
I thought that he won. He reversed, or it was DD game 1 and the other one.
Shout out to these Milwaukee players, by the way. They're all super good.
Yeah, they're crazy.
I know, like -1, he's like super good. Like, I know he doesn't like attend much, but when he does, he's pretty goated at
pops
his
off.
runs. Yeah. Who else? Dr. Michael Bay. He was talking to me yesterday on the Discord saying he loves the podcast. What up? Thanks for watching. You're the goat. I hope we get a run back soon. Because clearly you're the goat, and I think I might have cheesed you during our set. So let's get a run back soon. But yeah, congrats to Troy for winning, and great run by Sophist. Great run by -1.
Great run by Robin making top 8. I think that she wasn't seeded, or they weren't seeded, excuse me, to make top 8. But so shout outs to Robin as well.
Oh, and shout out to Just a Bagel for posting a training room clip against a Mario and then me ratioing it. All right, this was UW ladder. This one I went all DK.
Top cut.
Well, we can look at some of these ladder.
You can look at ladder.
matches.
All right.
Mainly for one reason. So I was going crazy on the DK. I can't lie. Like I won.
Okay, well, out of all of your sets, only one was on stream, and I believe that one was not the glow up that you expected after the 10-game win streak against me.
You actually like studied which stages to ban and like grinded in the training room against DK. Like you're so
I did practice the
cringe.
spacing so I could get side B. I did get drop side B out of shield, and it killed you for get up attacking.
You're
When
so
you
cringe.
when you asked to do bans, I was like, damn, this guy does not
guy
wanna
wants to win.
It was
No, this guy
actually
wants
the
to
most
win.
cringe moment of your life to
I
sweat
was,
against. what
he was like
did.
PS2, and I was like, I think you can ban first. You can ban first if you want.
Oh my god! But anyways, I'm still like 14-4 lifetime or something. So
Yeah, it's true. I didn't get any
but you-
clips either. He denied me the clips. He was down like 1 stock to 3, and I was trying to do the like full hop over dare on his up B, and he would always up B high and like just be super lame because he was like, no, you can't get cool dare on me.
anyways, I won DK Game & Watch, I won DK Zelda, and I won DK ZSS. So I might be the GOAT. Then I
Wild.
lost to freaking Bayonetta, which was stupid. Shout out Untitled. And then I lost to Terry, which it happens. But anyways, now we can talk about the less important part. What is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
bro.
went through. I did not win through winners. I got reset, and I think Ace is finally breaking his losing streak against me. He's gotten games on the board. He got games on the board in winners, and then he just beat me straight up in.
If you lose a
Grand.
set in winners side grands, it doesn't count.
I mean, I'll take that, but I definitely think that he's still locking in. I think
Yeah,
that
I
he's
would
adapting.
say it counts.
I'll say that he
No, but
definitely
mental-
practiced a lot against the matchup.
Mental damage, right? Like if you
Yeah.
are beating somebody winners quarters and they go to losers and you continue in bracket, that is a much more valuable win than going to grands, getting a reset, and then just like fizzling out and losing, like mentally.
Yeah. No, I mean that's sure that's valid, but it was close in all of our games, and particularly I want to shout out that he won game 1 of the reset. And I wasn't I was worried during Grand Set 1, but in Grand Set 2 I was like, okay, well, like it's anybody's game actually. If I don't lock in here and actually get back to playing at the level where I usually play against Asa. But yeah, no, shout outs to Asa for coming out, shout outs to Untitled for coming out, shout outs to a lot of the players here. Obviously Ryan, which is Joker from Persona 5. He entered as Joker from Persona 5. Kind of got hoed a little.
I did the Roy went a little bonkers at times.
I did. I saw you up B into stage using your double jump and then get clipped by Sonic Spring and die.
Yeah. I had a crazy the game that I took against Undle was so funny. He upbeat like way off stage and was like doing this Sonic like drift back high thing.
Yeah.
And I just like sat there and charged F smash and he air dodged and it was just the exact perfect spacing and I won game 2 for no reason. So basically my Roy is crazy is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, this was an amazing bracket.
I can do a thing or two if you want.
Yeah, man, I got this whole Discord. We gotta go into the DMs to discuss stuff. Yeah, so that was a very fun bracket. Shout out so much to Asa. That guy pushes me super hard, so I love playing him.
Cream City Clash number 145. We got MJMD playing Falco for some reason. My goat, go back to Fox. We got -1 playing just God knows how many characters. This is like he's like mini. Who's a good Wisconsin player with a bunch of secondaries? I guess like Caden.
Caden, yeah. Mutt is the one that comes to mind.
But honestly, Caden's characters don't compare to like the going from like Falcon to Snake or like Ken. Like going from FGC to non-FGC is crazy.
That is whack.
I'm working on
it. The main story here is Inky Rain winning his first Cream City Clash. Congrats, that's super impressive. Beating Samurai.
Inky Rain, dude. That's a good win.
Yeah, over Samurai is huge.
Samurai, like really he is a PR player. Like
yeah,
I'll say this because I lost to him at King Me, the first one. He is the only player I've played other than Comet and maybe Caden and Baskin/Gray. Like, sorry if I'm forgetting anyone, but he's the only player I've played who's like not on the PR who strikes me as like in that tier because he's just that good. But he getting a win on a player like that is super impressive.
Very really good performance by Inky Rain. I know that guy usually sticks to Milwaukee and Milwaukee area events, but I would love to get the chance to play him. I hate playing against Kirby. I feel like it would be a really good learning experience for me to be able to play against Kirby that good.
I mean, I beat Asa's Kirby in the best of 3, so I'm not too scared. By the way, Cal, shout out Cal. That's really, really impressive run. You're one of the biggest grinders in the state. Super proud of this run, man. Like you're gonna win soon.
Really, really, really good stuff from Cal. I'm glad he locked in on Young Link, and I know that's been there for a while, but like I was seeing the Dr. Mario at King Meet 2. I was seeing like I don't know. I'm glad that he's just like, like I'm gonna commit to this bit and I'm gonna stay on it. And I think he's leveling up accordingly.
I think part of what gives me so much respect for Cal is how much he hates Zelda too. Because I hate Zelda. So
yeah. My man.
All right. This is the Teddy clip.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I can explain this. I'll go interact with my original. I neutral get up jab because I think it's on the other side of me. I don't want to press anything out of disadvantage, so I neutral air dodge or directional air dodge to go to ledge, and then I press a fair at a disadvantage after the fireball to clear space, and that's why it combos. I could air dodge after the Hadouken. That's not a.
You definitely could, yeah. If
but I'm
the Hadouken on like jumping from ground level, that would have been true into the backer. But I was like, this dude will probably like hit something or like.
Yeah, I'm matching fair here. I'm matching.
Oh yeah, there's the fair.
Yeah.
Roy's startup. And Fair is so it's frame 10 startup. It's big, but it's frame 10 startup, so that's why he can kill. He hits me there and he kills me.
Yeah, I'm saying I read you thrice in the one combo, and I no longer have the most recent loss.
Yeah, I used to be up on everybody in the most recent sets, but not this guy anymore.
All right,
So Crosse Up,
Oh, what's up?
really exciting event. Crosse Up. This is actually this right here. What we're looking at is one of I think the UW at least stories is Omorgos's run. He lost. Seeded into Skyward Hero, who would win the event without dropping a set. And then he goes on a huge run, beating Shiny in Shulk versus Snake, which that guy absolutely hates. Winning the against the other Link main of this tournament, Minty guy. And then this is a run back, actually. I believe it might have been King.
Oh yeah, from King Me, I think.
Yeah, it was King Me too, where they played and it was game 5, but Amorgos or maybe I'm not sure exactly, but Amorgos lost.
Beat Dash too.
Yeah. So Dead Maniac on a huge run, and Amorgos was still able to clutch it out and make a final bracket where he tied with a ton of really incredible players like Gray, who we see here. By the way, Gray low-key should have won the Skyward Hero set.
He choked. I'm sorry, Gray. You choked.
Yeah, it was low-key a choke. It was he was up 2-0, and there were a lot of situations where he just kind of had the bracket where he had the set. This was also a cool pool. I think that the Treyarch set with D Money. I mean, I'm sorry, Derek, we don't have any ICs in Wisconsin to prepare you for something like that. It's tough, man. It's tough when you run into
there was that one. Have you guys ever played that one like 12-year-old kid who plays ICs?
Yep.
And he's like kind of nasty with the combos.
Yep.
I don't know. There's this like kid who's like 12 or something, and I saw some of the NILs like way back in like what was it 2022 or whatever, and he was like low key nasty.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I played him at like a Thursday Throwdown in like 2023 or 2022 or something, and I pulled out the Sephiroth because I was not messing around, and if it wasn't for that, I would have gotten farmed. But anyways, Teddy, me and you were in VC during this, and after Deadass, the first interaction, I said Derek cannot beat this guy. And then it was over.
It was tough. We saw some really cool adaptation from Derek. Particularly, he would do jump side B to catch the primary climber. Because usually when ICs are turning their back to you and they're sitting in shield, Nana is like the one behind them. So if you grab them, they just up smash you, or they grab you, or whatever, like charge forward smash, or whatever. They fuck you up for grabbing the wrong climber. But Derek was side being like at a height where he would actually grab the primary climber, which is very impressive. But he would still get F smashed and stuff for it. I mean, kind of a losing battle.
In this pool, I would say this was a great set.
That was a very exciting set, really hot set.
I love both these players. I love Inferno Flare a little more. Shout out Inferno Flare.
Gavin not cracking the top 4 favorite UWW players on Mazen's out of 4.
Yes, this is correct. There was a tweet where I showcased that my number 1 favorite is Quag Cooper. My number 2 favorite is Fatalis.
Envy/Fatalis.
Tied for number 2 is Envy as well, and then number 3 is Blank.
Yeah.
And but this is a great set. Stuff. Seriously, like the Inferno Flare adapted super hard and was playing out of his mind. Sadly, Pit is lame and gross. And just
it is impressive because I don't think they were blowout. It wasn't that Inferno Flare like got the download. They weren't. The games 3 and 4 here were very close, but still your opponent is riding momentum going into game 5. So it is good work by Gavin to be able to just hold on, and I think it was still a last hit game in a very losable game in game 5. So that was a really great set and a good display of tenacity to not give up and not get flustered when you're actually losing consistently, 2 times in a row to this guy. So shout outs to both players.
I tried to be like that anime main protect or like side character where I sent Pack Smash a message saying you played bad. Make sure you lock in for your next set. So that he could like lock in, and then his next set was Kazuya. So that was.
Oh man!
I thought it was good of a favor. It did not help.
Well, that's next set was Eric though, which is as bad, honestly. That guy is so tass when he is playing against a character that he's comfortable against, and situation. And then I'm running into Jeff and losers is very brutal. That was a set that Anna should have won because if she didn't throw in the first Kirby game, I think that Ehis is
Yeah.
how you pronounce his tag, Ehis. I think Ehis probably is down 2-1, and then Anna can pretty clean up. I think that she also kind of was not super locked in for this turn. She didn't get a ton of sleep beforehand. I'm Johning for my girl. I'm Johning for my girl. What can I say? But yeah, she had just driven. So
Yeah.
so proud of her for making top cut.
Have you guys seen any of these Minnesota players play before?
No.
Yeah,
No.
actually, I'm familiar with both of the people that came out, both of the top seeds that came out. Ehis is really, really good. He goes to a lot of the UMN, University of Minnesota locals,
Eminem.
and he's very good. And then I got to play against Treyara in online crews. I took, I think, 0 stocks because I had 1, and he just kind of zeroed F me
Oh,
immediately.
Treyarch
And-
was the ICs on the
yeah,
Minnesota
he was the
team.
ICs on the Minnesota team. Yeah.
I do remember watching that and watching you get absolutely cleaned up. Like
Yeah.
you was in like the whole team, and that
Yeah,
makes
no. I think I think that he kind of just messed us up. So, good in lag, in debilitating lag, and good outside of debilitating lag. What can I say? Just a good guy, just a good player.
Main storyline here, I would say, is the Verminator. Game 5 win over Agnes, upset. 3-0 over
What a
Ma,
run,
upset.
Wait, that 3-0 like low key didn't look close even.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It
close at all.
wasn't.
I mean,
It really
obviously,
wasn't.
games like 1 and 2, he was up, and then Caden was like bringing it back. But game 3, he kind of like cooked them.
Me and Kaden, we got to get in the DMs. We got to figure out what to do against Greninja, bro. We can't keep getting farmed by this
He
guy.
played Wolf.
He did play Wolf, and I think that was the move because you get dash attack, and you get like Roy would have gone even worse. Personally, I think. But I saw him in game 3 doing a lot of adaptations that I think that we can kind of come in with and be able to bring those adaptations game 1.
Do you just mean generally?
Yeah, just generally. There's a lot of like Greninja's kind of aerials on free on your shield for free, and there's not much you can do about it.
Agnes then lost to Fuyo. Tried out the Sonic, didn't work. And
I think those are bad matchups, which is annoying.
Yeah, astigmatism. So Verminator then continued, by the way, and then
literally God run. Literally, I tweeted him like on his like where he was results posting. I got 5th, and I was like, damn, dude, you literally like popped the fuck off. Like, absolutely inconceivably good run for an unranked Wisconsin
What was
player.
his seed? What was his seed?
Probably like in the 12th range. I don't think he was in top
20.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, really beating like multiple PR players here. You beat Caden, you beat Jackson. Those are both PR players. So
yeah,
it's like funny because you look at like who's in winners semis, and there's no Comet, there's no D Money, there's no Galleon.
It's 2 unranked Wisconsin players, and then the Minnesota tryhards.
So shout out to Verminator. Seriously, this is like one of those runs that like we all want to have. Yeah, like legacy run.
Yeah,
favorite
absolutely.
tournament.
Legacy run.
Skyward Hero almost won without dropping a game in Top Cut. He did go game 5 with Gray, but then almost didn't drop a game in Top Cut until Ehis took that one with Kirby.
Annoying character, bro. What can I say?
What else?
He 3-0 comment. Missed that one.
Oh
Yeah, the
3-0
3-0 over comment.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. This kid is crazy.
Yeah, his item control and his just like literally, I think the biggest thing he added was like the wave bounce boomerangs and the slingshot boomerangs, where he's just like constantly covering the space you want to be in. And it's like there's always a rang that's either going out or coming back. And if it's coming back and it hits your shield, he's true comboing into grab. If it's going out, it's pretty much safe on shield. So good luck trying to punish that. It's really, 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 really impressive.
He I was watching the oh my gosh, is it ES?
Yes, yeah, yes.
Yeah, when they were playing Bubba Yoshi in that like final couple games, he would just use bomb, and then he would use the hit stun from not even the bomb exploding, just the bomb hitting you to just grab. And so he would just throw bomb, grab, forward throw, just like over and over.
Yeah, it's not a true combo. You can get a spot dodge out, but it's really annoying because if you spot dodge and he presses down on the explosion button, down B again, your spot dodge can get caught. So it's annoying. Yeah, you blow up.
But anyways, congrats to Skyward Hero. You are continuing to impress everyone in the state. You will probably be top 3 this season, if not top 1.
Yeah, Insane. Also got the clip. You win the tournament with the clip. He got the up throw into into detonation, with killing Ehis off the top blast zone, and that like you can't even see. All you see on the red sparks is the Link like hitting the detonator. He got the clip to end the tournament. Yeah.
But that kind of wraps up the local recaps. We do have a bit of a change of pace for our next topic. If one of you wants to bring up the incident that happened with a certain rival podcast.
Ryan, Anka, you guys take it. I'm not opening my mouth on this one. This is my goat. I can't throw shade on my goat.
What was it? So EXO made run it around, rewind it around.
Rewind it around.
Yeah, rewind it around. Rival podcast. He had a quick 5-minute episode, and I don't think he was too happy about our comments about him and our EXO stories. So I guess he took to YouTube to stir up some beef. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it.
I mean, that's how it is. It's pretty uneventful, pretty, I don't even think we should be giving it time on the podcast, but
hey, for me, I watched that video, subscribed, notifications on. That's where I'm at. I hit the bell, man. I saw that. I was like, this guy's got potential. And then he's getting guests on soon as well. I saw Sarcastic. I saw, I think, Agnes. People want to be on the podcast, man. The rewind it around.
Copyright striked. That's a rookie mistake.
Honestly,
Real
the same
podcast is
font
gonna
and
get
everything.
I'm not involved in the legal department for here at Run It Back, but I did hear some kind of rumblings about like, so that may have been from the suits. They may not have been happy with the branding perhaps from the EXO podcast. But I know it's bad. I know they're switching it up to they're doing kind of like the black and red Discord. I think it's Black Widow kind of aesthetic. I like it.
Oh, now it's called the EXO cost. So we
It's
clearly
changed.
scared out of him. Yeah.
We didn't do anything. It was legal.
It was our lawyers,
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Uber Gronk. He's our editor and our lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the suits, bro. It's the green caps.
It's the green caps.
They'll get you.
Kind of as a last topic, there was a summit incentive that was done yesterday, actually, on the Wisconsin Smash stream done by Sophist and Baskin, who are, I will say, two of the most analytical. I would say it's like Sophist, Baskin, CRB, Oath. They're all super analytical about the game, and they are just way smarter than everyone else. They're like if Teddy was good.
Had results. Yeah. That's crazy, but I get it. It's crazy, but I get it.
Well, I'll see you guys being like, the get up animation actually hurtbox shifts in this certain situation.
It's Caden CRB Caden is also like this as well. Yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
We're all the
Crazy,
thinkers.
spreadsheet he had. That was wild.
But anyways, Sophist and Baskin roasted, quote unquote roasted everyone. To be honest, they didn't roast anyone except me. They just gave good advice to everyone except for me. But they
didn't say anything for me, so
yeah, it was weird. I don't know why they skipped.
That was rude. Yeah, that was rude. But
because I think you always have like close sets with Baskin, and then you beat Sophist, right?
Yes, but I don't know where they were getting the list of people on, so I just assume I wasn't on it for some reason. But if you see this, let me know. Yeah,
for Teddy, they said he does everything right except for when he gets a hit, he does nothing with it, and then when he plays neutral perfectly, and then when he gets a hit, he doesn't do anything with it. So
he fumbled, which is a little true. It's a little true. I think that there's some truth to that, where like the openings I'm confident in, I kill people for, but the openings that I'm like, whoa, okay, I guess I'm in advantage state now, I don't really do much with. I just get like up air, back air, or something like that. I do think that this was kind of part of a general trend where they were actually like really good at like talking about the people they see and they play against regularly, right? So Hydroxity, Gender Flip, Cal, all the Milwaukee regulars. They got like a lot of attention and were able to really go in depth and like make some jokes, talk about like set histories or fun moments. And with Madison, and I don't really know if I didn't watch the whole VOD. It was a lot of analysis, a lot of roasting. But I imagine probably the same thing would be true for like Lacrosse, Norsen, those kinds of players. So I think it's just kind of like they've played against Waffle Mage like one time ever, and so they don't really know he's the IDJ Falco or he's the Punish Game Falco or the edge guarding Falco. Honestly, I think Waffle Mage, if you're hearing this, insane PR level edge guards. So and the same thing is true for like maybe Maritime or other people that like don't really go outside of the Madison scene that often to regionals. So but that's not their fault. I can't blame them for that. It's just it's a tough segment to run.
But that was fun. It was cool. It wasn't too
fun. It was
serious.
cool. Yeah.
Well, for me, they said that I brush my teeth with the A button on my controller, and that I am always at level 1 of the mind game neutral game plan. Here's the thing,
which is crazy because you're not even the most mashy Mario in like the state. You're not even close.
Who's mashier?
Who's mashier? Yeah.
I agree with them, low key. I am probably the most mashy.
Really? I always feel maybe it's how you play
against
me. You think he is? I when you play against me, I always feel like it's like
mashes on me, dude. It's actually crazy.
Well, that's fair.
What they're referencing is I'll do like 2 back airs approaching, cross them up, and then turn around and do 2 up airs, and then I'll like do a back air and I'm falling from that up air.
I'm so good at the 2 aerials and 1 jump parry at this point.
I do think once you just like land and then grab, you'll just like instantly be PR level. Like that's how much it would elevate you.
So what's funny is like my level 2 is not landing and grabbing. It's like I think in one of my sets against
doing
Baskin,
it again.
Shut up. In one of my sets against Baskin,
third aerial.
There was a moment where I did like up air, and he shielded both the up airs. And then I ran away. I ran back in. I did a rising up air, and I landed. And then I just charged F smash. He jumped out of it. Like I take things to level 6. Like you guys just aren't on that level, which is
yeah.
Of course.
But I think one of those games ended with me like taking his gyro, short hop, Z dropping it on his shield, and then running in and reverse up smashing because I knew he was gonna jump out of it. Like. I'm on level 100, actually. I think you guys just can't keep up. But no, I mean, I understand. Like, I definitely do mash like a little bit. And I will say, like, especially for those 2 players, and for anyone who plays like a matchup that I can mash in, they haven't seen how much I suffer in like the other matchups. Like the ones where I can't do 2 back airs and 1 jump, like. I'm thinking,
oh my god, what would you ever do? Bro?
I'm going to like level 2000. Like when I'm playing against like Game & Watch, I'm like on a different stratosphere that you guys can't understand. So, anyways, also, if I really was that mashy, would I be winning on Sarcastic, who is the best parrier in the state? How do I wins on somebody who could parry if I'm a masher?
You played him when he was like back from a million-month break, though.
But I beat him twice.
Okay, whatever.
What can we say, man?
Anyway,
that matchup is ass, though.
That matchup is really bad. And honestly, everybody who's critiquing me, the matchups are really bad, so I get it. But anyways, shout out to Sophist, shout out to Baskin. I know Baskin's leaving soon, actually, which is sad.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a chiller. Probably one of the funniest guys in the state.
Not too far. Sure you'd see him around still.
He's going to Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
It's sad, especially now that there's beef. I don't know if you guys saw that.
The Crosse Up chat was kind of a wasteland, man.
What was the beef?
Roving bands of mercenaries and marauders, just tribalism at its finest, man.
You want to explain it, Eddie?
Yeah, so I think that understandably, there was a lot of seeding conflicts, so that Madison players wouldn't play Madison players, Milwaukee players wouldn't play Milwaukee players, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that, because of the shuffling around of the top seeds, it meant that Minnesota players they were underseeded for probably their skill level, which is like they still were able to make top 8. I think that it's fine if you're still in the like I think Treyarch was at 10. That's kind of a little whack, but if it needs to be done so that you don't have Eric though D money on stream for, you know, winners winners semifinals, I mean, like, I get it. They're invaders. They made the car ride out. They should have a little bit of preferential treatment, but the distance from Madison to La Crosse is pretty much the same as the distance from, I'm not actually sure, Minnesota to La Crosse, I'm guessing, because Minnesota is pretty close along the border to La Crosse. But what happened, and I think that is a valid issue, is that it's an unfortunate result of this was that you got EHIS versus Treyarch in winners quarters to make for winners, or winners semis to make winners finals.
I think it was semis.
They were on the same side of the bracket basically, which was frustrating for the Minnesota players to be able to like, oh, I traveled all those way out, now I've got a team kill to make winners finals. That being said, I think that they both made upsets to make this. So Treyarch shouldn't have beaten D money. And then I think EHIS may have not supposed to be Eric, though. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I think he may have been seeded to be Eric, though.
I mean, yeah, regardless, they were on the same side of bracket, which
is
is
the same side of bracket, which is it's annoying, but also given that you have so many people coming from so many different regions at Crosse Up, it's kind of hard to.
I mean, as someone who's been in the depths of the StartGG seeding tool to try to avoid stuff like that at regionals, it is just kind of hard.
Yeah.
I mean, easier for, and I don't know what this bracket looked like, with the conflicts they were trying to avoid in top seeds, but dude, when you're trying to like seed for conflicts in like pools, that's crazy. Like and this is kind of a tangent, but like the first Invincible that I was helping seed, I was in the depths of StartGG. I was like opening up people's StartGG profiles that I didn't know and like seeing what locals they went to and like seeing their histories to try to make sure they weren't in the same pool as anyone else that they've played. It was, yeah, seeding regionals is hard.
It's tough. It's tough.
I do want to share the tweet thread from Fish and 2, I believe is one of the TOs, because it was the first time they're running this event. Like, ultimately, even though there was some production issues and some seating issues, it was still like super enjoyable event. And we need more regionals. So rather than like dog the seating or like be super mad at the production or anything like that, just be like, oh, thanks for running it. Like, it must have been fun for those who were there, and it was really fun to watch as well. So thank you to the lacrosse. It was lacrosse, right?
Yeah. Well, and it's also like it's well positioned to be like, I mean, there were a couple Minnesota people came over, but like it is well positioned to allow for a mixing of scenes in that way because it's by the border.
Yeah.
Like how more southern stuff like Madison, Milwaukee are kind of good for Chicago players. Like they come up to Invincible and C3 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good for Minnesota players to have a Wisconsin event near the border that they can go to.
Yeah. I feel bad for them that their lunch was kind of eaten by Cav Clash, where Candle, the kind of undisputed goat of the lacrosse scene, they weren't able to attend Crosse Up because they had priorities to play at a Cav Clash down in Virginia.
That is tough. But I mean, hey, like the way that everything turned out, I think it was a great event. And
yeah, great event.
It looks like they have a lot of things they want to improve for next time, which is awesome. But thank you so much for running it. And maybe we can go next year, even though it's a long drive. But a lot of people.
I mean, it was 3 years ago. It was Invincible, and that was it, right? And now it's Invincible and oh my god, and Crosse Up and C3 and
the Whitewater ones.
Clutch Up. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. And like maybe you put King Me in there, even though that's Arnicadian. That's like 4 or 5, and then Invincible 2 is 6. Like we're going from 1 to 5 or 6 bigger events in the state, which is really cool. And they're in different areas of the state, so they get different kind of people, and you can have scene mixing in that way. I mean, I think we just didn't have that a couple years ago.
The shout out's sufficient.
The first Clutch Up was like 2023, right? Because there've been 2.
Yeah, and it was a D tier or something. I'm pretty sure it was big.
It's big, yeah. Shout out to any TO that wants to put themselves out in that way.
And
That is
I
one.
really want to shout out Fission in particular because they had came to King Me 2 with the tag go to Crosse Up. You know, they were trying they were pushing for their event for a while, and it's good to see that they, you know, even if I know a lot of the maybe more out of state people had qualms, I think it was still a great event. We got to see a really, really great run by Skyward Hero. We got to see some really cool upsets from the out of region players. So it's a good event, and
Like it sucks we don't have Smash and Splash anymore. Like, obviously that sucks. But I even think it's better for the scene to have all of these regionals instead. Because Smash and Splash was just like it was in Wisconsin, but it wasn't really a Wisconsin tournament. Like, these are still Wisconsin tournaments run by Wisconsin TOs. They're just, I think they're just better for the scene than having like just a major in the middle of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think it really speaks to like an air of like community and positivity that everyone's coming out to these events. It's super awesome. I do want to say an apology to Galleon, John. I think there was a moment during Genesis where I was watching Kurama versus Riddles, and I was being very negative about the Mario Kazuya matchup, as I usually am. And I made him a promise. I said, I'm not going to be negative anymore. I broke that promise yesterday, and I crashed out about the stage list and the rule set and the state of the game. I'm very sorry, Galleon. Today I want to announce that I will be doing Minimal Malding March, Mazen. And I will commit to that for the month of March. I will not mold anymore. I'll be very positive. I'll do that for you, Galleon. Thank you.
Very well said.
I think that's a good place to end it, man. I think that
Wait, one more thing. Go to Clutch Up April 19th.
Word.
Did they
Yeah,
finally
since we're talking
announce
about regionals. I think they did. Yeah, it came me too.
PAX Smash was like in people's replies talking about hey, are you free on like this date? What is it, April, whatever? And it's like
April 19th, I think.
the event hasn't been announced. What are you doing, man?
No, they announced it at King Me 2, I think.
Did
I
they?
could be completely wrong. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, at the event itself, not like on stream or something.
I need somebody to like crop PAX Smash's name over Mewtwo King because he's been DMing everyone. Be like, come to April 19th, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
something really important to tell you. Please respond.
Quickly, just your crash out. Your solution was adding in Yoshi's and Lilat. So I don't know if it was valid.
I've heard those are bad for Steve. They're small stages.
My solution? In Brawl, Meta Knight cannot pick the stage. So add Lilat just when Steve is in the set and say he cannot ban it. And go to Lilat. Go to Yoshi's only when Steve is there. Make any change. That was all I was saying. Just do something to save the dying.
I think it's fair to try things.
Exactly. I was saying is I don't care what you do. Try something. Do like
it is really funny on trying something that Wisconsin TOs just implemented a planking ban, and then this weekend in the Cav Clash Grand Finals, after he lost, is tweeting about implementing a planking ban. Like he's just Caden.
It's true.
He did the Caden tweet.
So does that mean that we can have EXO tweeting at Syrup saying plank light immediately?
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all I was saying, it's not even just Steve, right? It's the game itself, every single set, PS2, small battlefield. We ban FD Kalos in town. If you're Roy, you leave town open. Okay, there you go. Like that's almost the only variety I've been seeing, unless you play a lane character, you're not even part of this conversation. There needs to be some sort of variety. There needs to be something to like make the game feel fresh again. If you don't share this opinion, that's totally okay. I'm just saying, like, the sentiment that I'm feeling and a lot of people are feeling are like, we got to make some action. It's hard to do that on a statewide level, but like, it would be cool. Sorry, Minimal Malding March. I'm okay with whatever happens to this game. Anyways, yeah. Well, conversation is always good. It's good to have ideas float around, and so I'm retiring from this conversation. But somebody please take the mantle, and we'll get some change done in this country. I mean, state. I mean, Smash
I
scene.
just don't want to play on Lilat. Even if it means it's bad for Steve, it would be bad for me and my health.
I hate Lilat. I don't like Lilat, and I'm advocating for it. That's how you know we have an issue.
I like Lilat.
Of course,
I
you
don't
like
hate it.
Lilat.
The side blast ones are the same as Town and City.
It is crazy. We used to have Yoshi's and Battlefield. It's really funny.
That's crazy, right? But then we have Bastion and Smashville, which is the exact same.
Hey! Minimal Malding March.
I also think Bastion is dumb. I also think Bastion is dumb.
I don't actually hate Small and Smashville and Hollow because I think they actually do. Hollow is so much wider, and Smashville has weird blast zones. It has unique blast zones, so I think that they actually do fill different roles.
I would assume that Yoshi's. I don't remember a thing about Yoshi's blast zones, but I assume
Yoshi's has like insane
also
blast
smaller, right?
It's smaller and it has insanely low ceilings.
And a wall jump. It is a wall jump on a stage that isn't as big as Canada.
Yeah, I think if you remove Hollow, I know that there's a few people that love like the Falcon mains, the Fox mains. There's some people that actually do really like Kalos, but literally that's the circle camping stage, or it's you didn't ban FD, too bad. Go to FD number 2 stage. So I do think that one. I wouldn't be sad to see. Personally, I wouldn't be sad to see Kalos go in place of a more smaller, more interactive stage.
Because if you play against any character that plays their own game in camps, like I feel like FD Kalos Town is the immediate, like we can't let them go to FD Kalos Town because the game's gonna go 8 minutes.
Sonic, Steve, Snake, a lot of those characters you just don't want to be able to run away from you.
And the neutral stage is PS2, and that stage is as big as the stages that we're banning, so there's no winning.
Well, I just hate when they can. Man, it's been a while since I've done bans, but if they win a game and they ban like small Battlefield and I don't like Bastion or Smashville, and like you have to go to like PS2, like the 3 flat stages PS2 or like Hollow if they ban Smashville. It's like 6, so I have to go to Hollow basically.
Yep.
And I don't like.
And I always say Hollow Bastion's my favorite stage. That's not because I like Hollow Bastion. It's because that's the only good stage left.
It's a little true. I think that like the problem is though you can't not have those repeat stages because we can't do a melee rule set where you don't get to do any bans in a best of 5 because of the hyperpolarizing characters like Ices, like Kazuya, like
you're in this situation acting like Melee doesn't have more hyperpolarizing characters than there are.
It's the Marth Trink. Oh, okay. The lower tiers in the cast. I'm sorry, Melee Melee Game & Watch. You don't exist. I'm sorry. But among the top 10 characters, it's really just the Marth Trink on FD that's an issue.
Right. If anyone listening to this is
Puff on Dreamland, I don't really think that that's the same.
I hate Puff on Dreamland.
You think Puff on Dreamland isn't more of an advantage than Kazuya on FD?
It's about the same.
Yeah. I think that Kazuya on FD is
okay. It's
depending on your character. Depending on your character.
I do think, unfortunately, that's a mega cap. But
Puff on
Martin, Lord English, Martin, back me up on this.
Here's the thing, though. Imagine if Puff had 4 Dreamlands. That's what we're doing right now with the stage list.
Yeah, but you ban 3 of them, and they go to the worst Dreamland.
You'd probably. Like if we were to do no bans, you'd just like cut the stage list down. But also like that's in best of 5s, and I feel like most of our sets are best of 3 anyways.
Yeah.
You get 1 ban in Melee.
If anyone is listening to this and is smarter than us, please join next week and help. We need help.
Milwaukee Teddy, you're a rule sets guy.
Yeah. Milwaukee Teddy, hop on. Talk about how I'm a masher.
I genuinely think my only issue with the current rule set is like if I lose a game again, they just ban small Battlefield and Smashville, and then it's like, oh, I don't want to go to the FDs PS2 is giant, and I'm probably playing in some loser zoner character. It's like, oh, cool, I get to go to Hollow Bastion.
And then Hollow is like their best stage, like it's Min or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And they sit under the top middle platform and throw Ramram.
Or like Snake on Hollow Bastion platform.
Yeah, and they put the C4 in the middle, and you're like, okay, well, I just don't get to approach you anymore.
Anyways, please
Yeah.
somebody come give us some help. Actually, it's
But-
Minimal Malding
Oh,
March,
also-
so come in April.
Also, shout out to like, and I don't know if there's a way you solve that without radically implementing something. So shout out to the team that came up with the Wisconsin, now Midwest unified rule set. Like, it is so big that we have a unified rule set. So I don't want to
100% true.
I don't want to just shit on it because like
Yeah,
there's gonna be
absolutely.
problems anywhere.
I can't believe that wasn't adopted universally for a US rule set. I can't believe that we got the really random Luminosity one, which just kind of felt like a pick me. Like, look at me, I'm so different. I don't have PS2 as a starter or whatever. You know, like, I'm glad that we're doing experimentation, but on a global scale, I'm glad that we have.
Yeah. In the same way,
Some
I'm very
different
grateful for that. But in the same way, like that was after quarantine. Now it's been like 5-6 years. Like it's time, in my opinion, it's time for something to happen. I don't care what it is. You could ban all of Mario's good stages, and I'll still say change is change. You know, like.
In 2019, it was the Peach mains being like, no, down tilt Nair doesn't connect on the slopes. You can't do that. And now we have Steve killing you at 31% off of jab or whatever, you know?
Such a good analogy too, because like I hate slopes, and I'm saying, Adam, we need change, you know? Anyways, that's it for, it's March 3rd. That's enough. Next, I'm so positive the rest of the month, but this is for you, Galleon. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We will see you next week with hopefully another banger, but subscribe, like, and we'll see you next time.
Comment.